Okay, 23rd of February, Rudy here. Welcome to the Daily Investment Show. We go through ASX US indices, subsectors, commodity prices, looking for places to invest money using the power of the ratio charts. And I got an interesting one today that contradicts a video I just saw from the Livewire experts. Okay, we'll get onto that. So the ASX 300. We're still capped by the dome. We're a bit nervous about those all-time highs. So the two big sectors, the first being the financials. So we did break out of the dome, which is a bullish, positive move. So the question is, can it keep going? Is the question. Will it help or detract from the overall index? The materials sector. No issues here. They're on their way. Got a big flagpole projection up there, so no issue. The materials will do their job. Just in case you don't know, so the ratios. So we take the chart of XMJ and we divide it by the financials, and gives us this chart. So this is materials outperforming the financials, and the financials had an outperformance, and now so switch your banks for materials, that says. The energy sector, so just a bit of consolidation. It's okay, it's a lovely rounded bottom, ready to go. The gold miners, they giddy up. I have it. Livewire said this was a sell, well, not out the global gold miners index. So they're selling this. So this is the gold miners over the financials. So real banks versus fake banks. So gold miners should have been out of the banks and in gold miners for a long time. Our tech sector. So we're trying to eke out a bottom here. I don't think we're somewhere near it. We've got this measured move, this flagpole here. So I think it's just got to do a bit more basing, I think. Our discretionary sector is, I thought maybe last week it might have had some oomph. No, not enough. The staples, just being staples, but the consumer staples over discretionary. So we've got a flight to staples away from discretionary. The property sector, the REITs are a sell, stay away, high interest rates. What's this one? Materials over staples. So you still got so move into staples, but a move out of staples into materials. And the healthcare sector. So that's CSL trying to find a bottom. Okay, over to America. So that's looking okay at this stage. Still range bound. So it's got to make a decision either way, one or the other. NASDAQ. So again, bouncing off support. The Magnificent Seven. So they need these guys to be doing some lifting if they're going to run. So that's a pretty positive candle last week for the mags. So our materials sector over the S&P 500. So I still expect that our performance of materials. Just keeping on. So Nvidia report this week on Wednesday, I think it is. So that'll probably set the scene for what's going on. Semiconductor index over in America. So the theory is as long as this guy's doing all right, then the tech sector should be okay. The energy sector over in America. So that's a good place to be. If you don't know, I've got a channel, $10 a month, do ASX and US shares, ETFs. This is one of my favourite, not this one, but an ETF in that space. Energy, so this is the energy index over the NASDAQ. So you got the oil miners outperforming the tech. So the global gold miners looks pretty bullish. The gold miners over the S&P 500. So again, it's where you want to be and where you still want to be. The mid caps over in America. So they're still consolidating. Your super fund still hasn't gone anywhere since October last year. One of my favourites on the channel is getting people into so this is the materials over your super fund. So you could have had an extra 30% in your super balance if you had a focus there. There's two ways you can do it. One's through like Australian Super Host Plus. You can build your own ASX portfolio. This is that's the ratio. So this is the actual portfolio, the model portfolio here. This is its performance. Or you can use a stake where you can buy stake super, buy ASX and US ETFs, and put yourself a nice ETF portfolio together. Anyway, $10 a month, join the channel. VGS. Okay, so this is what Livewire said was a buy. Okay, and I'll show you a sell. But the same story with VGS. I mean, this is materials over VGS. You want a materials bias, so like the portfolios we just looked at over VGS. US 1-year rates looking a bit bullish there. Is that inflation outlook? Higher oil prices maybe? The US dollar still doesn't look weak, just consolidating. The Aussie dollar, so we're looking pretty weak up there. That's a topping pattern. So a good time to send money over to the US. Gold, okay. So this is, I'll look at the daily. Okay, so we've broken through the dome. So gold is officially off to the races. So gold over the NASDAQ. So I expect the gold price to way outperform the NASDAQ going forward. And in saying that, I expect the gold miners, this is gold miners over gold, I expect the gold miners to outperform the gold price. Okay, so this is the one. So this is what Livewire said was a sell today. So they called that a sell. So let's just have a look. So they said sell gold and buy VGS. Okay, so what does that ratio chart look like? Oh, so they're going to sell that ratio. Oh my God. Bitcoin, interesting here. So Bitcoin's got to see if it can find a bottom. Gold over Bitcoin. So if you had to switch your Bitcoin back here, you'd have an extra 150%. The girlfriend, silver, she looks wonderful, 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 wonderful. One of my favourite ETFs. Get exposure to her. Been buying her for a long time, and she'll probably double from here again, I reckon. The gold-silver ratio. So it's on its way. Let's look at her. So this is when you wanted to buy your silver and sell your gold. And then when silver gets down here, you want to sell your silver and buy your gold. So it's making its next leg down where silver outperforms gold. Platinum, consolidating. Palladium, consolidating. Copper, That's fine. Consolidating. Oil. So oil's just, that's fine. Consolidating. Looks a lot healthier than a lot of things. Natural gas prices. Just consolidating. Iron ore. Still getting a bit hammered. So that's fine. Not everything can go up. Lithium. So lithium's consolidating. Uranium. Yeah, so some interesting stories coming out about uranium. Traditionally, it's just utility companies that source it. They've now got big tech trying to source it for their data centers in the future. So interesting. Nickel. Looks like it's ready to go again. Aluminium. Same. Tin. So that's got its consolidation. And then we all want to know about wheat. So we've got wheat prices breaking out. And you can actually buy this in a US ETF. Alright, that's today's wrap. Join the channel, $10 a month for specifics. See ya.